What nutritional protocol is the best one for you to do in 2026? Stick around to the end and you'll know what I'm going to do. But first, I want to explain to you the journey I've been on with food over the past 5 years. My kids had horrible vaccine reactions when they were younger. I remember my son had horrible welty rashes down his legs. My daughter had horrible eczema on her wrists and upper arms. 4 of my 5 kids have been diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and I don't see that as unrelated. We started going down a rabbit hole researching different nutritional protocols to help with the physical symptoms, but also to help with behavioral issues. We tried keto, we tried Whole30, we cut out dairy, meat, eggs, different things at different times. It was extremely emotionally taxing to say, well, what is allowed now and what isn't? Am I going to get in trouble for eating a certain thing? At times it was crazy making because I didn't know what I could get at the grocery store. I didn't know what I could prepare for meals. Sometimes it felt like one week something was okay and the next week it was blacklisted. My wife and I read so much material on all different schools of thought, and it seemed like no matter what nutritional protocol we were currently following, there was always somebody else on the internet saying that what we were doing was wrong and dangerous. But these are the lessons that I learned through that whole process. Number one, food matters. It affects your energy, it affects your body's ability to get rid of wastes, it affects your focus and concentration. The more I eat whole foods, the more I have eaten whole foods, the more sensitive I have become to the negative effects of preservatives, additives, natural flavors, dyes, refined sugars, headaches, sluggishness, brain fog. It all shows up almost instantly when I eat any of that. Cutting out dairy and eggs and eating whole food plant-based has also completely cleared up all skin issues that my kids had. Number three, the more I eat whole foods, the less calories I actually need and the less protein I actually need. My body has become more efficient at assimilating nutrients. I'm naturally eating more fiber, which clears my digestive tract and makes it easier for my intestines to absorb nutrients. Number four, meat doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to me anymore. I used to think that meat was the main part of the meal, right? Protein. I have muscles. I gotta keep them up. When I've gone through stints of cutting meat out of my diet for months at a time and then go back to try meat, meat tastes flavorless. And I realize it's because most of the flavor in meat comes from the herbs and other seasonings that they're using to give it flavor, which guess what? Come from plants. I would also worry that I would start to lose lean body mass. I haven't. In fact, my lean body mass hasn't really fluctuated at all through this entire 5 year process. If anything, it's gone up as I've consistently exercised. And that's because exercise sends the signals to retain and utilize protein more efficiently. So that recommendation of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, I think it's exaggerated. I have maybe a third of that, and I'm still fine. So how am I going to eat in 2026? The same way I ate in 2025, which is whole food, plant-based. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, no eggs, no dairy, no meat, no additives, preservatives, chemicals, and I'm going to eat that way 90% of the time because it's how my family feels it's best. The other 10% of the time, we'll throw in a pizza or a rotisserie chicken, ice cream here and there, so that my kids can experience the impact on their own bodies and learn for themselves how to be in tune with the signals that they are receiving so that they can be informed and make their own choices in the future. And I'm sure that there's somebody on the internet who's going to say I'm wrong for doing that. What are you going to do?